Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me as we launch Alien Neighbors. It's been an exciting journey, a long journey, and we're finally here. And on November 30th, we will have the publication date for Alien Neighbors as it enters the world for everybody to get to enjoy. And so I wanted to share with you, this is a proof copy, and this is the paperback, what it looks like. I also got the hardback. Okay, and these versions will be available on November 30th for purchase. The ebook is available right now for pre-orders for those of you who like ebooks. So just so excited to share this with you. You know, I started Alien Neighbors over 20 years ago. I started writing the first 3 chapters, and then I got really busy with motherhood and my career, and it just sat for a long time. And then about 5 years ago, it just kept calling to me, and I picked it back up and started working on it, and also became a member of a writers group here in Carrollton, the Carrollton League of Writers, and they have been incredibly supportive and encouraging. So it's been a very fun journey, a arduous journey. It's not easy writing a book, but it's certainly well worth it. So just so excited to share it with you. So I wanted to read a very short, it's not a whole scene, it's a mini scene within a scene, just to kind of perk your interest. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. So let me find that spot. Let's see. We're going to be reading out of chapter 3, but we won't have any spoilers, I promise. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. All right. Keith looked towards the rover at the camera mounted on its frame. His headset automatically uplinked to the communications channel, and he responded, "Good to hear from you, Houston. Greetings from the moon." He gave a little hop, propelling himself upward a few feet, holding his arms out to steady himself. "I'm getting used to traveling in this lighter gravity. Even with our practice simulations back on Earth, it's still tricky." He paused, directing his gaze towards Earth. "We seem so alone. Hard to imagine the Earth has billions of people on it and just the 5 of us up here." Tom's eyes remained glued to the video screen as Keith continued to move forward in small hops. "I want all of you to see this." Tom's gaze followed the direction Keith pointed, and he gasped as the American flag came into view, bleached white by the sun on what must be the Sea of Tranquility. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took their first steps on the moon on July 20th, 1969, and planted that flag. We're finally back, and he was a part of it. His thoughts were interrupted as a gravelly voice came through his radio headset. "Take me to your leader." Sharp intakes of breath accentuated the silence as the mission control team froze in place. Tom's stomach did a sudden flip-flop. Another figure entered the camera's field of view, approaching Keith. It was wearing some type of spacesuit, less bulky than NASA's standard issue. The helmet was form-fitted to the creature's face, giving the illusion it was not wearing one at all. It towered over Keith. And it wasn't human. Keith turned violently. He sailed through the lighter gravity with his arms flailing and his body spinning erratically. He landed 20 feet away, flat on his back. The alien continued its approach until it stood in front of Keith. A long, slender arm reached out to him as if to assist him to his feet. The arm belonged to a lanky body that would be classified as humanoid on Earth and terminated into a large hand with 6 digits. The alien spoke again, its voice coming through their headsets in a lighter, softer tone. "Are you okay?" Keith gawked at the alien for a long moment, then glanced at the rover camera and managed a nod. "I wanted to experience a common ground in humor," explained the alien. "I'm sorry, those were not the instructions from my superior. I just couldn't resist. I guess I've been watching too much of your television." Tom broke into a sweat, watching helplessly as Keith stood up and began to scramble backwards. Jack spoke into his mic. "Stay calm, Keith. It doesn't appear hostile." Keith came to a standstill as the alien made its way towards him. Suddenly, Keith fell over, backward into the rocky material of the regolith, a poof of dust barely discernible as his body hit the loose surface. The doctor monitoring Keith's vitals in the control room reported in a loud voice. Astronaut 372 systolic pressure is 90. He is experiencing a vasovagal syncope due to an unexpected hypotension episode. Jack snorted impatiently. English, Doc! Tell us in plain English. Keith fainted. He would be okay, but it may last a few minutes. If the alien doesn't hurt him first, hung unspoken in the air. Before Jack could respond, movement on the video screen grabbed everyone's attention. The alien broke into a run towards Keith's prone body. The screen went blank. And to find out what happened, you'll have to get a copy of Alien Neighbors. So there you go. So I hope you'll do that. I'm really excited about it. I hope you'll share it with your friends and just tell them what you think about it and encourage them to get a copy for themselves as well. As you all know, reviews are super important for writers too, so I would really like to ask everybody who does read the book to put a review on Amazon. That would be incredible and wonderful. That'll really help people to understand whether they would like to purchase that book or not. So that would be super, super helpful. So this has been quite an adventure. We're very excited. Hope you'll read and enjoy Alien Neighbors, and thank everybody so much who have been a part of this journey and have supported me through it. I just, for once, words fail, and for anyone who knows me, that's highly unusual. I did want to end this with one thing that I read on Facebook the other day, and it really resonated with me, and I think it resonates with all authors. Okay, so I'm going to end this little presentation with our book launch with this quote. When you buy a book from an author, you're buying more than a story. You are buying numerous hours of errors and rewrites. You are buying moments of frustration and moments of sheer joy. You are not buying just a book. You are buying something they delight in sharing, a piece of their heart, a piece of their soul, a small piece of someone's life. And that's what Alien Neighbors has been to me. And I feel very honored and humbled that I can share it with you. Thank you all for your support and encouragement. God bless you. Thank you.